few minutes, I can tell you, but have a go. And sometimes I shout at them, sometimes I coax them around.
Obviously, it's damage limitation for the rest of this session, but then what would you say to him, regardless, in the interval before tonight?
I haven't really thought about that yet. I mean, I'd like to see the score first, obviously, before I make a decision. I'm pretty flexible because I got used to this. I've done it so many times, here, the Crucible and other places. So I've got a lot of things I can use. It's just a matter of how, the player absorbs the information I give him, to be honest with you. I'm no genius. It's Ding's the genius. I'm just there to try and prepare him a little bit better to go out and play.
OK, well, we won't keep you. We'll get you back to the agony. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I think that's the key, isn't it, John? It's trying to keep Ding in a positive frame of mind. Very difficult. Now, okay, here's your chance, Ding. You feel he just needs an easy chance like this just to get his arm going, get a few points on the board, give himself a bit of confidence. I'm easily trying to get the black back on its spot.
Eight. Nine.
Nice angle on the black now. He can screw into the pack and still be on the red. The loose red into this bottom right hand corner pocket. That's pretty good. That's more like it.
Yes, played the positive shot. It's not easy to do when you're struggling to get your first frame
16.
on the scoreboard, but it was the right shot and he played it well. Just got to be a little bit careful here. It's a delicate shot, this. It was okay.
17.
It's a little bit thinner, but he played it nicely. I wouldn't say he's perfect on the black. He may just be able to force the angle. A little bit short on the red, but that's understandable. When you're trying to force the angle, the last thing you needed to do was go too far up the table.
24.
So, up for the blue. Needs a good angle on the blue.
$25.
Played it nicely.
I'm just wondering, would he play the positive shot? Blue into the left centre, cue ball straight into the pink, the top of the pack. Oh, he's played it very nicely indeed. Didn't have to hit it with a lot of pace. He just very nicely controlled and brought a few more reds into play, and he's nicely on this red into the corner pocket. That was a lovely shot, John, wasn't it? He didn't have to play that with a lot of pace. Absolutely,
and the fact that he didn't play a lot of pace was that he believed he was going to hit it right. You know, sometimes if you're in a stage of a match where you're not going to frame on the board, you feel as though you just want 31. To hit them hard and hope you're going to be on something, but it was a controlled cannon. He'd like to have been a little straighter on this black, though. All the reds are there now. He didn't need to play another cannon, but I'm afraid he's going to have to. The angle he's got but on the black. That was the problem. If it had been straighter on the black, there was enough loose reds to win the frame.
38.
He wasn't. And with this angle, he had to go into him again, and it can always go wrong, and it has.
Yeah, and I was a little bit tentative, that one. That was a time where he needed to inject a bit more pace into the cue ball. And he played that, understandably, a little bit more tentative. He was almost like he was making sure of the black. But that's end of break. Now he needs a good cue ball here, tight on the ball cushion.
Don't want to catch the bump in the middle pocket here. That's okay, he just did well.
Junhui 38.
Good cue ball, but he'll be disappointed. Should have made more there. Just coming up to the 2-hour mark. And Junhui at the moment, nothing to show for his efforts. This is a decent safety, but not quite the line. Another inch or two over, and he could have got that cue ball tight in behind the green. That pink somewhat blocking the path now to the left corner pocket. This looks a better line. Well, once again, just a fraction out. But if somebody could get that cue ball in behind the green, certainly have the advantage in this frame. Very important tactical battle this. Mark Selby knows that he can't afford to let Junhui have the next chance, with Ding already having a 38-point advantage. And of course Ding knows if he gives Mark the next chance, that lead could count for nothing. Swinging it round off 2 cushions. Good length with the cue ball. And with that red in the middle of the table next to the blue, puts a lot of pressure now on Junhui to get this cue ball safe.
Yeah, the fact that he's so close with the cue ball to this ball cushion, so he can't play, of course, the 4 cushion escape route back to balk. He's got to be very careful, as you said. Well, that was a very strange shot indeed.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I don't think the red closest cue ball passes, and the red behind the black, if he hadn't got the double kiss, would have been a little bit easier than it is now. But does this red pass the pink? It's tight, isn't it? Maybe half the pocket available, but if you were right behind it, you'd fancy knocking it in.
Could be. High-pitched whine up the top. Everybody can hear it in you.
This may be worth
Ollie's
having
on the
a
phone
go.
now, so we can find out what it is.
There seems to be a little high-pitched noise in the arena. Just disturbing Mark slightly. That's on the referee. It's worth having a go at this, bringing the cue ball back up into bog. Good shot. Oh, he's got a nice little bump off the middle pocket as well, just to keep the cue ball out in the middle of the table and nicely on the yellow. That was a nice little bonus. Just have a look at the cue ball here. Good pot. Just that little knuckle off the middle pocket. Still would have been on the green, but just a lot easier, of course. It tells us the red next to the blue pots, and he's perfect. Couldn't have hit that much better.
3.
We'd love to get that pink away from that bottom left-hand corner pocket. Maybe not from this red. Maybe take the blue and then one of the red. But it needs that pink out of the way, back on its spot.
4.
So pot the blue. The red at the bottom of the pack. We'll pot into this bottom right-hand corner pocket.
Nine.
This red he's potting now. Okay, it's the only ball that was on, but playing for the pink, as
10.
Ken suggested, it's just a little bit more difficult because the reds that are now available all go to the left corner pocket, which he's clearing the pink from, but he's got a little bit to do with the cue ball. You wouldn't think it'd be a problem, but he's going to be at full stretch, using the extended rest, extension on his cue. So he's got to be careful with this one. Yeah, played it nicely. Still 22 points behind.
16.
He's going to need the awkward red on the side cushion to clinch the frame at this visit.
17. 24. 25.
I think the bottom one of the three reds that almost in line will go to the right corner. Forced it in. Now he's 6 points behind. The 4 reds, 4 blacks would be 32, which would put him 26 points in front
32.
with 35 remaining. So that red on the left-hand side cushion, he needs. And that
33.
could be Ding Junhui's only hope here. That could be a big stumbling block for Mark.
Sure.
Well, never got into that cue ball.
40.
He's blessed with tremendous cue power, but didn't strike cue ball that well. He's getting the cue ball clean. Maybe he did get a heavy contact, but didn't look like he got a proper strike on the cue ball there. He's running away from the reds now.
Well, is he looking? Does he think if he cuts this red in, he can cannon that awkward red that he needs? That would be a bonus if he could get the cannon and the pot. No, it wasn't on. And kiss the
41.
blue the wrong side. Don't see many more at this visit now.
Yeah, there's no value really taking on the brown. It's very odds against the potting that brown and getting back up for the red. So typical match player that he is, he's going to keep the pressure on his opponent, try and get the cue ball behind the green. And that looks pretty good. Excellent shot.
Mark Selby, 41.
Sort of forcing Ding into, well, the easy escape is obviously the red on the left-hand side cushion, but of course Ding very reluctant to bring that out into play.
Yeah, we know how costly the miss rule can be if you keep missing it. Hit and hope, do you think, Ken? For one of those 2 reds to the left of the pink? At least he's got that insurance of the red near the left cushion. I wouldn't want to bring that into play.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right. There is one possible escape. I'll just try and put a line up, but it would, I mean, this is such a delicate shot, and you've got to play it almost dead weight, and if he doesn't hit it right, he'll possibly leave a red to the left centre. But that is a possible escape. He could play this with a bit of pace and try and hit the reds and just trust a little bit of luck. But again, I'm never certain of where the reds are going to finish up.
I mean, I see your line, and that's the way to hit the reds. Personally, I'd come down the other side, dig down, swerve round the yellow, and come into them with pace from the left-hand side of the table. Just, you never know, you might knock the pink on the cushion, you might knock a red on the cushion.
Yeah.
Just trying to run up to this red near the cushion, but as you say, well, that's a nothing shot. I don't know what he's played there.
Foul. And a miss. Mark Selby, 4.
Well, that's a show of nerves, if ever I saw them, because I'm not quite sure what he was trying to lay into the red on the left-hand side cushion, or trying to come off side cushion,
yeah.
2 side cushions, and maybe come up the back of these reds.
Yeah, I think that was his plan.
But I mean, he's under. Hit that by quite a considerable margin. I think he's got to try to 2 cushion escape, John, and maybe just hit and hope for the best here.
Harder this time. Now, has he got the line? It looks pretty good to me. It looks very good. Brilliant! Brilliant!
Super shot. And not only did he hit the red, but Mark Selby can't pot this red. That was a tremendous escape.
thinking about the possibilities of playing out the awkward red that he'll have to contend with if he's going to win the frame, if he gets a chance. But he doesn't feel as though he can get a good safety off that red. I think mainly because he's hampered. Yeah, good safety. And Junhui with the problem here. He doesn't really want to bring this red away from the left-hand side cushion, but obviously he feels that that's the only guaranteed safety. But even playing this one, he's got to get round the back of the black. If he plays one of the reds that's near the pink, he's got to be careful. If he catches it too thick, he could run into the red on the side cushion. Nothing will look easy to Junhui at the moment. Decided just to play the containing shot. Well, he's left it safe, but that's all. He's not going to gain any advantage from playing it like that. But sometimes the balls dictate what shots you play. Shot from Mark, covering the two reds in the middle of the table, so Ding no other option here but to play this red. Played it with a lot of side. Oh, and the kiss on the blue has ruined it. Didn't get the kiss on the blue. He may have found the baulk cushion. The yellow may have helped to cover this red, but here's a chance for Mark Selby.
All right, stop calling out now, please.
And the three reds now are in the open. And he has a 7-point advantage.
One.
Good pot. The red just left of the pink, not below it, the one just beside it will pot into the left-hand corner pocket. We can stay on the pink, just drop this in, and stay on the pink. 15 ahead. Two reds, two colours. Just having a look at the pink respot.
Nine.
Obviously, having another close look. It looks like it won't spot on its own spot. It will go on the blue spot, and it just wants to make sure.
Yeah, and of course you can't ask the referee to get a ball and try and put it on. You've got to judge it with your own eyes. But I like you, Ken. I don't think the pink will go back on its spot.
Well, there's plenty of room, and that's why he's come around the same side.
50.
Well, the way he was looking, yeah, obviously he had to play for the red in the same pocket. Just red, pink or black required.
16.
There'll be no heroics with this black. This black to go 30 points in front with 27 remaining. Just make certain of the pot. That's what he'll be thinking.
$23.
Another excellent long putt.
25.
32 points ahead. You want to make sure of this green. 2 4-point snookers required from Ding now. Looks good.
28.
I don't think, after the performances from both players in their respective semi-finals, nobody would have expected
32.
a session like this from Mark Selby. 6-0 now. Well, he doesn't bother
32 on the
about the blue, and Junhui goes off, but he has a mountain to climb. There's 2 frames left in this session, and it's all Mark Selby at the moment. He leads Ding by 6 frames to 0.